Hi, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Break with Christine. Happy almost Friday. So, today we are talking with a couple of ladies from Thynk Global. They are the founders and CEOs of Thynk Global. I'm super excited to have a chat with them today. So, we will just wait for them to join. Here they come. Hello.
Can you hear me okay? I'm
Yeah.
like trying to have my headphones in because there are people at the space
Oh.
and I had everything set up and I was like, shoot. Oh my goodness.
Is Megan there or no?
She had to step into a last minute meeting because we had a member come. So she may be popping in.
Okay, no problem. You can handle the floor, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining
Yes.
me today,
Of
and
course.
I'm so excited. Well, first of all, congratulations. I saw that
Thank you.
you ladies have been killing it. I know when you and I chatted, it's been a struggle, and trust me, it's been a struggle for all of us, but
Absolutely.
I just really um, appreciate and love your drive, the both of you, and that you would never give up. And but anyway, let's backtrack a little.
I love you.
But
Oh
yeah,
my
so
goodness.
tell us about you and Megan and how you founded Think Global. What was the idea? Kind of a little bit about your journey. We'll start there.
Got it. So, long story short, Megan and I were both working at a co-working space back in St. Petersburg in about 2016. And
Hmm.
so, in doing that, we were running separate areas of the company. I was over the events, and Megan was over membership. And, after a certain point, we decided to each go out on our own ventures. And we started working together individually and realized just the value that community had. And so, in doing that, we were like, hey, we could just do this ourselves and provide the same support that we would in a co working space, but for women, because that had never been really done in St. Pete. And just in doing a lot of research and testing and traveling all over the country to all the large metropolitan areas and co-working spaces, we just saw the things that they lacked. And that was one of them, a representation of people of color, and then the resources that would help business owners thrive. And so we made it our mission to go into developing communities to be able to then create spaces for people of color and allies to thrive. And so 2 years, 3 years later, we're here in Miami.
Yeah. What made you choose Miami?
The opportunity. So we'd always known that we were going to be in a large city, and we always known that we
Hmm.
wanted to be on a global scale. So because of that, we decided to come to Miami because it was I would say, the most progressive city in terms of young professionals
Hmm.
in Florida. And so we also knew that there was a lot of work to be done here. And so
Hmm.
we were like, all right, in driving back and forth for a year, we really learned the ins and outs of the ecosystem. And we made the final decision in January 2019 that we were going to make the move. And now it's August 2020. Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
It's
COVID
ridiculous.
has made like Groundhog Day every day, but just time fly by too, which
Oh
is
my
crazy.
goodness. It's insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, goodness gracious.
So you are in the, is it Little River? Is that the name of the
hmm
neighborhood area
We
of Miami?
We say Little Haiti, but I mean it is Little River. It's the gentrified
Hmm.
version. So, but I mean it's still it's such a great neighborhood, honestly, and we're super excited to actually be a part of the development here. And so that's just been the most exciting part of all of this, is that we're getting to grow with the neighborhood and with the community.
Yeah, definitely. So what's your favorite part of Think Global? And tell us a little bit also how you ladies chose the name Think Global.
That's a great question. So we started, the name Thynk Global. Megan was really adamant about having global in the name just
Mm-hmm.
because we knew that we wanted to be an international company. And
Mm-hmm.
so because of that, we were just like, really, it was like kind of a random thing because I was like, okay, what about this global or like this international or this like worldwide? And then we really got down to the nitty gritty and it was like, what is it that makes us different? And it was truly our mentality because all these ladies, when we were doing our pop-up concept, were like, how do you ladies do it? You know, how do you keep going, blah, blah, blah. And the commonality was that Megan and I both have very focused mindsets when it comes to getting what we want out of life. And so we thought Thynk Global, and it was like live local, think global. And it was, you know, really catering to the local community and local businesses, but also forming and not forming, more so being able to scale on a global level. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then also your mindset is your strongest asset. So it's like when you're able to think global, you can then do anything that you set out to do for yourself. So,
I love it. Well, I
yeah,
remember
so
when you picked a good name, at least for people like me who are big international
right,
travelers,
exactly.
and I met you at the CIC, you ladies were doing a
Mm-hmm.
presentation, and just when I saw your name there, I was like, okay, I don't even know what this company has, like, I don't know what it's about, but the name is Thynk Global, so I'm going.
I know. And I love that. And that it's like, even because I mean, you and I both travel internationally and like have done business in other countries. And like in Brazil, one of my mentors was like, this name is amazing. It's just so beautiful because it's so encompassing and so inclusive of like the world, obviously, and world travel and business and just everything like that.
Yeah. And why? Like, what made you choose the Y instead of an I?
I love it. So for us, the why, there are two reasons. Number one, the I wasn't available in the domain. So,
Oh,
and so we really had to get creative. And I was like, why not just do a why? And then in doing that, we solidified the idea that the why is a reminder to always remember your why, because for us, we are servant leaders, and so we have to be able to have that motivation on a daily basis that would help us to keep going and encourage others to do the same.
mm. Oh, I love it.
Megan's
Oh,
available.
yay.
Brazil, wait, I see workout. Oh, with
That's my
Wanderson. I
partner.
know.
He's watching.
Oh, her assistant, Megan's assistant said she'll be available in 5 more minutes.
Okay, no problem. Well, then why don't you go ahead?
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
no, she said she has 5 minutes before her next thing,
Oh, that's
but
okay.
it'll still be you and I.
So what made you, or what is your favorite part now that the business is
Right.
up and running and all that fun stuff?
Oh, that's a hard question.
Hello. So nice to see you.
I know it's great though. There we go.
Hi.
I know my volume is great.
Good. How are you? I need to stop by and chat.
I know.
Chat with you.
Coffee.
Have coffee. Yes.
That's a tough question. Christina asked, what's our favorite part of this book?
Meeting people who want to grow businesses.
Oh, it's a little hard to hear her.
Ooh, she can't hear you. You
Maybe
may
if
have
she
to.
comes a little closer.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Yeah, I said it's just meeting people who are hungry to build a business.
Mm.
Oh, that's so nice.
You definitely do, I'm sure, meet people from all walks of life, just from diverse backgrounds and different countries, even just in Miami. So that's awesome.
Absolutely.
And what is the plan or the goal for Think Global going forward? Like, what's the big long-term goal for you ladies?
Location.
Multiple locations all over the world?
All over the world.
I love
I
it.
would think the first international location's either going to be in Brazil or in London.
One of those.
How about you
Yes.
or in London?
Yes. Oh, I love it.
I know, we're so excited.
Yeah. So, like I like to stay real. So let's talk a little bit about like how has COVID affected the business?
It's been really hard. I would be lying if I didn't say that. And I know it's hard for everybody, but because we're a brick and mortar, it affects us doubly. Because not
Mm-hmm.
only do we have to make sure that our doors stay open, but we as business owners have to stay emotionally intact and mentally
Mm-hmm.
intact in order to serve our entrepreneurs. Because we are literally a vessel for change and we create opportunities and connect our people to opportunities. So it's like if we fall short, then they don't get what they need to be able to thrive. So
Mm-hmm.
it's been rough, but I mean, we're survivors. So it's like, it's just another punch in the face that you're like, all right, well, on to the next.
On to the next. I'm sure after this, you probably feel like going through this, you can go through anything
Right.
because it probably doesn't get much worse than this,
No,
hopefully. So,
I mean,
it
but
talk,
no.
can you share a little bit about kind of the mindset that you ladies have had or like what got you through the difficult times?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just there's no other choice. So,
Mm-hmm.
really, and I know I don't know if that's super helpful for people, but again, it's for me, I don't have another choice.
Right.
So
So
that's
the
how,
mentality of failure is not an option,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think failure is an
Well, yeah.
option. Like failure, because and you know you hear like entrepreneurs all the time, oh you're a failure. But for us, it's like we will never stop, and that's why I said in the beginning about the Think Global. Like it truly is a mindset, and that's literally how we do it. And it helps to have somebody who's on the same wavelength as you because they can literally push you to the point that even when you're feeling sad, you're like, all right, like we have to go. There's no time to really be too down on yourself. Experience what you have to experience, but we have shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really helpful. And again, that wavelength is something that can't be broken. So
I love it. Strength and female power. Power to
yeah.
you, ladies. Well, Megan, before you came on, I was just saying congratulations on the grant. Do you mind just talking a little bit about that you ladies received?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we applied for iPhone Women of Color some time ago, and we just got a notification in our inbox that we were recipients of one of their grants. So that was super exciting to be a part of that because, any money right now is very helpful.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Anything
Uh,
helps.
yeah. And what would you say if you had to share the biggest lesson you've learned kind of along your journey? It can either be collectively or separately during entrepreneurship. Like once you made that decision, like, yes, we're going to do this, what do you think has been your biggest takeaway that you could share?
Just make sure you own everything.
I was about to say, do your due diligence, make sure you own and keep going. And I know it's cliche, but it's literally
Yeah.
that's it for us.
Ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Ownership is power because
Mm-hmm.
then you have more control over your situation when you own things. And I know it takes a while to get to ownership in certain aspects, but have that be the ultimate goal.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Um, Share a little bit about Think Global, like what it is besides the space and kind of the services that you offer for other entrepreneurs as well, so everybody knows.
So here we have, I mean, our main goal was to provide affordable workspace for entrepreneurs to be able to create without feeling like their heads are underwater. And so apart from the affordable prices, meaning they're under $100 per month for you to access the space Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and sometimes from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We also offer resources in business literacy, financial literacy and education, business marketing and advertising, and then management and operations. And our community is just dope. We support each other, we care about each other, and we actually help each other grow and connect to different people. So it's been, it's in terms of the experience that you get, it's unmatched because it's not just a space. You really get a community that gives a shit about what it is that you're doing and then
Mm-hmm.
help you grow.
Mm-hmm. And then you also sometimes have events. I saw you ladies had a yoga, of course, spacious yoga class, distancing, a couple of times this month or this past month. And then you also have a little store, right, for people to sell their products if they're a local business.
Yes.
Right. So our retail pop-up shop we have here, which we're
Mm-hmm.
actually looking for new vendors right now
Mm-hmm.
for the next 3 months. And then we also have our chocolate fitness program as well, which is kind of like our retail pop-up shop, it's online, where we just bring women together that sell products to help generate sales and facilitate connection.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And so what's next for Think Global Miami? Kind of what are your end of the year goals for the last few months?
Yeah, we're really focused on sponsorships right now. We're really trying to turn our retail pop-up shop into a retail incubator, and then our think tank room, we really want it to be a social media room. So ideally, we would like to have those two things funded.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Well, I don't think I have any more questions, but is there anything else that you ladies would like to share? Anything about your business, things that you want everybody to know? This is all about you.
There's opportunity everywhere, and it helps to be surrounded by people who understand what you're going through. So,
Definitely.
and that's not me just plugging the space. Like, we literally created this for the people because we saw that there weren't always spaces where one people could feel safe and welcome and where
Mm-hmm.
they could actually be themselves and grow their companies or grow as individuals. So for us, like, there's opportunity everywhere. You just have to really open your eyes, and you can find that obviously with us here at Think Global because we'll welcome you with open arms.
Did you tell them
But
about our, if they're not in Miami, they,
right.
No,
So
tell
I did
us.
not. So I'll tell you. So we are launching our virtual co-working program on August 31st, and that is going to be our way of fostering that community outside. So even though you're not in Miami, we still can do virtual co-working sessions where your team can hold you accountable. We set goals together, but then we're also able to just have those like lunchtime discussions that you would normally have if you were in a physical
right.
space.
Mm, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's so great.
details to come.
Yes. I remember one of the things I struggled with the most when I first became an entrepreneur was the loneliness, which I totally didn't expect, but just
And you told
sitting.
me that when I met you the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a big change from an office to working at home by yourself. So
It is.
definitely. I love what you ladies are doing. Everyone who's watching, their space is amazing. It's so gorgeous. It's inspirational. And there's free parking, right?
There is free parking in Miami. Hello, how are
Yes.
you?
Well, awesome. Anything else you'd like? Oops. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. It cut out.
No, I
Okay.
think we're great.
Yeah, no,
Awesome.
thank you so much for thinking of
I
us.
Of
know.
course. Yeah. Thank you for your time. I have to come by when you both are there so I can catch up with you both.
Thursday, Friday.
Thursday and Friday?
Next
Maybe.
week, not Friday though, because Jeanine won't be here Friday.
What
We'll
about
just,
what about tomorrow?
oh, we'll both be here.
Janine's like, will I be
I
here?
was like, what day is honestly in my mind? I was like, wait, what day is it? I've been off this whole week. Like off
That's
meaning
okay.
I don't know what day it is.
Yeah. Okay. I think I can get the car tomorrow, so I think I'll come
Oh, mom
by.
just sent me the car.
Oh, someone's saying I can't see your company name. Their name is Think Global. Tell everybody where they can find you.
I will tell you, Jana. How do you pronounce it?
I don't know, but she said she's in London,
I
so
did see she was in
Stop
London.
it.
Megan lived in London.
that's right. I remember that.
What London are you in?
Thinkglobal.com. There we go. They put it in it's
Why? Because you always
THYNKglobal.com.
remember your why.
Love it.
We're opening
And
at Google for London 2023.
2021.
Okay, 2021. But 2023 just in case.
You're gonna go to Brazil, and then you're gonna go right to
Oh, for
London.
sure. For sure we're going to Brazil. That's already in the it's
Thynk Global's gonna have a little soccer academy too for all my little Brazilian babies.
What city in Brazil are you? I mean, Brazil's so big. What are you
I know,
thinking?
Salvador. Salvador.
Oh, okay.
Salvador. We already have business connections there, so it's like it's and there's
Oh.
ton of people of color. Well, I mean, everybody in Brazil is pretty much a person of color, but there are a lot of Black people there that we want to start helping because there's an institute called Stephen Biko Institute where they learn about like Afro-Brazilian culture, of course, but also entrepreneurship. And so that's like,
Oh, she's in West London.
ooh.
I went to West Croydon.
Megan laughs at herself uncontrollably sometimes, just like to know everyone.
I was thinking when you were explaining about how you two came up with the name Thynk Global and the why. I was just thinking I would have loved to sit in on those conversations because they probably were hilarious. The two of you probably were just cracking
It was
jokes the whole time.
We came up with the name.
when?
Where we were.
No.
At my mom's house.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! No
Yes,
way!
in December.
With Nana.
Nana's my
Megan's grandmother, who is fine. She's fit. She's 80.
bad.
80 what?
89.
89.
Oh, wow.
I'm like 89.
You were at her house, your grandmother's house?
I
My
forgot
mom's
about
house, my grandmother
that.
lives with her.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That's awesome. Well, that's
No,
great
that's
that you had the support from them too.
No,
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Our prayer warriors.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. Hopefully I will stop by and see you tomorrow. And
Yes.
Bye.
I will.
I'm
And
happy for us.
yes. And
She has had my she's
I'm gonna go. I mean, I'll go out and get coffee. So let me know.
Christine, you enjoyed my coffee when you were here, my Keurig
it was
coffee.
good. I am a huge coffee
Christine came like
person.
2 weeks ago. Wait, was it a month ago?
It was like about a month ago. Yeah.
High maintenance. We don't need to do him for that.
And honestly, the only reason I didn't come back since then is because of COVID. Like, I'm just trying to be
No,
super
I
safe.
understand.
Yeah. I was
I
like,
understand.
I didn't want you to
Girl,
think I was
my
being
mask-
flaky.
No.
Yeah. But Wanderson's off tomorrow too, so maybe I'll bring him by as well.
Yes.
Pode falar em português.
Oh. We can eat Brazilian steak. Wanderson, if you make picanha, you can bring some for us.
Yes, we still
But we
have
can't
that workout to do and to go to the Brazilian restaurant.
We're doing Whole30, so we can't eat rice, just veggie.
Oh, you're both
Picanha
doing it?
So, no, we really can't.
Okay. Oh.
I'm trying to wing off the salt. I'm addicted.
Yes, she is. I'm addicted to sugar. She's addicted to salt.
Oh, well, such
Thanks,
is life.
Jana.
Thank you for
Jana.
watching.
You know Donna?
No, I don't know her.
Oh, okay. So, well, Jonna, message us on Thynk Global page so I can ask you about Monday.
Oh my gosh. No, that's great. Okay, we love you.
All right, love you too. I hope
Thanks
to see
for
you
having
tomorrow. Okay,
Bye.
thanks. Bye.